Hi there, Smith Jack, USMC. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the CZ-52. CZ-52. Comes with a leather holster, extra mag, and also is supposed to have a cleaning rod with it. Mine doesn't have one. I don't know how I got cheated out of that little extra, but most of them do come with a cleaning punch rod. Alright. This is a CZ-52. If you've never seen one before, or if you've been contemplating buying one, you recognize the profile from one you probably were looking at. CZ-52 shoots a 7.62 by 25 Tokarev round, Russian designed. The Russians designed it in the 1930s to replace, or they used a similar design from a Mauser round, which is similar to this. I don't remember the exact numbers of the caliber, but it's actually compatible in some respects. They could shoot that round through this gun if you find any of them. Alright, now the CZ-52 was made in the 1950s. Obviously, 1952 is when it was designed. Now the CZ-52 shoots, like I said, the Tokarev round. Well, the Tokarev is known as the TT-33 or the TT-30. Was the original one. They made upgrades to increase the production, and we had the TT-33, right? Well, this one was the Czech-made, Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic, the CZ version, okay? CZ makes really good guns. CZ-52, for all intents and purposes, high quality, well made, very durable gun. Right, it can stand up to a lot of abuse, and they obviously have stood up to a lot of abuse because they're still in use in a recreational sense and even in a military place. A lot of your special operations in Eastern Bloc countries still use this gun because of the abundance of ammo, one, and two, the ballistics of the bullet. The bullet this fired from this gun, just your standard off-the-shelf bullet, travels anywhere from 1,600 to 1,900 feet per second. It is capable of defeating standard used body armor for 9mm, 357, 44 Magnum. This is like shooting a rifle, okay, technically speaking. So to defeat this bullet, you need at least a level 4 body armor to be sure, alright? It is single action only, right? I will not dry fire it because dry firing this weapon will break the factory firing pin, okay? But it is single action. The trigger is a little on the heavy side. I have not measured it. I don't normally measure it. I have no tools to measure it. It's all by feel. This is a fairly heavy trigger, but it is single action, so there's not much pull. There's not much distance, right? Right here is your safety and decocker. Right at this point, the safety is off. Push it up, safety is on. Another 1/16 of an inch decocker. Now, one flaw of this gun, a lot of them, not a lot of them, but some of them that have not been reconditioned and have been in service or been in use for a long period of time, the decocker, if there's a round in the chamber and you use the decocker, it will actually hit the firing pin and discharge a round. Okay, so what one should do when you get your CZ-52 is when you go out to the range, rack around, point down range at the target, and decock it and see if it fires. And with that, you may know whether or not you have a problem. Now also, right here, there's a proof mark. There's a cross sword one, which means it was made for military service. This has been in military service. 2, there's a number there. This one is marked with a 53. 53 is the date of manufacture. Now, over here are the letters VOZ, which means this gun has been reconditioned. Right next to it is another set of numbers, 76 on this one, which means it was reconditioned for use to be sold on the sporting market in 1976. Alright, so that means they corrected any problems with the decocker, put in a new firing pin, cleaned up a few mechanisms. Alright, now on the outside, very clean, very nice looking gun, very few tooling marks will you find on the outside of the gun. The gun takes down very easy. It is made for field stripping. It's very durable. It's got 2 switches right here. one on each side of the trigger. You press them down. The slide you saw just moved, and you bring it forward just slightly, lift it up, it comes right off. All right, that's even easier than a Glock, right? Now, you may not be able to see it in the lighting I have here. The inside is a little more rough. Okay, there's tooling marks here and there, down inside here. But it is well made. It is a strong made gun. The frame is very durable. You're not going to find these things just breaking under any kind of stress. They clean very easy. You can wash it off in the sink, rinse it off in a stream, re-oil it, put it back together. Now, a lot of the ammo you find for these is corrosive, so you need to keep that in mind when using corrosive ammo. When you're done firing for the day, and if you're not one who cleans your gun right away, shoot this thing with some. You can maybe use Windex, I've heard, ammonia, or a solvent, gun solvent made for corrosive ammo, because you have to neutralize the acids from the corrosive ammo, otherwise it will eat into the barrel over a period of time. So like, this was a military gun. The military ammo back then, typically you shoot the gun, you get done fighting your battle for the day, you go back and you do some cleaning to your weapon. It's typical for a soldier to clean their weapon daily if they have opportunity. So clean your weapon after you shoot it. It's just good practice. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to talk about the slide for a minute right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. There's a roller and a roller. Okay, it's called a roller cam system. According to the manual, to take it apart, we hook your magazine right here in this little groove, and you push it forward, and you can lift it up and put it back together. I don't want to take it apart right now, but if you watch, you can see it. I don't know if you can, but the rollers move in and out of place. That is the delay. Instead of using the standard Browning system that we're used to of a tilting barrel, this uses dual cams. If any one of you have ever used an H&K, you'll be familiar with this cam system. Right? And it's also one that was used before this gun, on a German machine gun. I don't remember which one. Some say that they stole the design. Well, everyone's been sharing designs on guns for a long, long time. So there you have it. That's the system that they use because of the incredible power of these bullets. Put it back together, fairly easy. You just line up these notches, press down, push back, it's ready to rock and roll.